gentlemen, this is Serge Moore. Welcome back to another episode of New Belt Day Review. And I know what you're all thinking. What happened? Nothing happened, guys. I just shaved. I have a baby. She likes to cuddle up close. She's not a fan of the stubble. So little Ella gets what she wants. So clean shaven for a bit. But the hair's still long. I'm just holding it back a little bit. So yes, I look a little bit different. But it's still Serge Moore, and we've got an amazing review today, guys. I'm really excited about this. Now, I know I asked you guys recently, what belt do you want me to do a review of next? I asked you whether you wanted a ORM Intercontinental or a unknown maker, special cool U.S. maker, NWA U.S. belt, which is sitting right back there. Now, that U.S. belt won, obviously. Everybody wants to see the review on that, and I am going to do the review on that right after this. But I wanted to bring you this one first because I did get I'm going to go ahead and do the ORM. It was a tight race between both of them. U.S. won, not by much, but I did get an amazing WWF Classic Intercontinental that I want to do a comparison on because I also have that ORM, and I want you to see the difference. I have 4 different types. Yes, I am a huge fan of the Classic Intercontinental, but I have 4 different ones here that I want to show you so that you can see the difference in quality, and it is a huge difference. One of them is not on the original leather that it came on. Actually, 2 of them aren't. But one of them, the leather is made by Paul Martin. It was a send-out strap. The other one is a WWE strap from the shop that I just used on these plates. And we'll start with that one. But it's an amazing leap as we go through these. And I hope that I can show you the difference here. Let's start. These plates I purchased back in 2017. Green Man Leather on eBay. A lot of people know who he is. A lot of people buy belts from him. Now, the leather is not his leather. I took it off of his leather because it wasn't great. And I had purchased the leather that is on the next version I'm going to show you from Paul Martin. And I thought these would fit on it. And this was back before I was in any of these Facebook groups. I didn't know much about this stuff. So I had just purchased this from him, not really knowing anything about him. And the plates were actually not bad, okay? They are probably one of the nicer sets of plates that I have purchased. The leather was, typical eBay leather. But the holes on these plates, obviously, the screws on the back did not match up with the holes that Paul Martin drilled because I didn't know there would be any difference back then. So I did my best to put my own screws, or what they're called is Chicago screws, where you can weld it on there. And I am not much of a welder. I am, JB Weld doesn't work that great. So it didn't come out as nice as I'd like, but his plates are not bad. The etching's okay. The painting's pretty clean. And these are about 3 years old and they still look pretty decent. He claims to use 24 karat gold. And I'll tell you, they were not cheap. This belt was probably, I think it was around $500. I did not know any better back then. Obviously, what I know now, I'm not going to bother reviewing the leather. Like I said, this is, as you can tell, it's a different logo. This is a shop strap that I just ended up using for this. But you see that some of the plates aren't even on right. So don't worry about the leather. On this one, we're just doing the plates. And he doesn't do a bad job on the plates. I am till this day pretty impressed with them. They have a nice little curve, 4 millimeter thick, and they have a pretty good shine to them. I'll say his plating work is pretty good. It's probably some of the better plating work that I've seen on Intercontinentals. And by the way, this is for sale. If anybody wants them, I have another set coming that I'm going to use. So if anybody wants these plates, I'll even throw in the leather, or if you just want the plates, but I'll warn you, the screws on the back are not the greatest. So if you know how to weld yourself, I'll give you a good deal on them. So you can always contact me if you're interested in that. So as far as his plates, I would say they were pretty decent, right? Not bad. Decent etching, right? Not too bad. Now, let's move on. This is where that strap came from. These plates are from WWE Shop. The strap is, these plates were meant for this strap, which is the Paul Martin strap that I originally ordered for those plates that didn't fit. Obviously, they fit on this. They're made for this, and they're pretty good. I mean, you know, for shop plates, they're good. And of course, you can never go wrong with a Paul Martin strap. But we've all seen these. This is a basic WW shop strap, or shop Intercontinental. You know, and basic etching, not bad. They do, this strap and plates do feel great, you know. Now, it's not, I like it, and I bought the plates just so I could say, all right, I'm using the strap for the place that it was meant for, and now it is what it is. I'm not a fan of the WW. They're still nice. They still have a good weight to them, but I'm not a fan of the WW. I always want to stay classic. So that's where we're going now. Now the next one I purchased recently. I was really looking for a red logo Intercontinental, but someone was selling this one, and it's an ORM Intercontinental Classic WWF. And the pictures, when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's nice. And I went ahead and bought it because I know it is what it's worth, and I know the resale value. And I'll tell you, the leather, his ORM's leather is probably even softer than Paul Martin's. And beautiful plates. Very detailed, nice paint. Deep etching. I can't say enough about the leather. He really does a good job. I was very surprised. I could see why they are as expensive as they are. But does a great job. I'll show you the back. Obviously, screws are all covered. And when I got this, I said, wow, this is the nicest Intercontinental that I have ever seen. I was super happy. Popped it up on my display. I was like, not going to do much better than that. I know Classic Shields is probably pretty decent, but man, this is nice. So then I have a customer that has an Intercontinental that he needs some plating work done on. So he sends it out to me, and I look at the pictures, and you know, it's an Intercontinental. I don't really pay much attention. When it gets here and I took it out of the box, my wife was standing there, and my jaw dropped because, well, this, guys, out of all these Intercontinentals that you see here, this, and every Intercontinental I've had in this house, because I've had several that I've sold and fixed, this is easily the nicest, most authentic Intercontinental that I have ever held. It is made by Championship Dreams, Corey King. I've heard his name, I've seen his work, and I'll tell you, unless you have it in front of you, and unless you hold it, look at this. This main plate feels like a shield. If any of you have held a belt like this and felt that, you know what I'm talking about. Look at the quality of that. Look at that. Look how deep the etching is, how clean. Look at how clean the etching is on that side plate. How clean the black is there, which a lot of plate makers forget to do. If you look at some of the ones I just showed you, it doesn't have that. And if you notice, look at the side plate, how it is curved. Look at the thickness. And look at the curve of the whole plate. It feels like it's an actually molded for this belt. It is just, and it's all of them, you know. Same thing on this one. When I saw this, I said, man, I have to do that ORM review. I was going to do it before just to show how beautiful that was, and it ended up becoming a Championship Dreams review because I'm not going to tell you how much he paid for this, but I'll tell you it's a lot more than I paid for that Green Man. But would I pay it? Heck yeah. If I had the money, I would definitely have purchased something like this. This is absolutely beautiful. Of course, the back. And I'll tell you the feel. You can tell the difference between ORM, Classic, or I'm sorry, Championship Dreams. The feel alone of that backing. This one is different. It's a little bit rougher. This one is soft leather in the back. It just feels different. You can tell the difference between American leather, not American leather. The plates are pretty close, but you see that ORM doesn't have that same type of bulge, I guess you could say, like that. You see how that's rounded out? And that is just more flat. It does have a curve, but I don't know what it is that they do, but the entire plate is curved. Not just on the outsides. They both got the black right. But look at how cleaner the etching is here than there. And this is a beautiful belt. But this is amazing. This is probably, and I told my wife that, this is probably the closest I have ever had to a real Intercontinental on my shoulder. The worst part about that is that it's not mine. But the other thing is this belt does have some issues. The reason I have it is because it does have, like I said, it has some plating issues that, I don't know if you've seen them yet, but there are some plating issues here. Okay, and that's going to be the second part of this video, is the fact that we're going to show you what I can do to this to make it even nicer. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it that clearly there. Let's hold it straight up. But it's easier to see if you're, but right here there's a lot of gold that's missing. It's starting to rub off. There's a few dots over here. There you go. You can see those right there. There's some up there. So I'm going to be replating this main plate for him. And otherwise, this belt is beautiful. And I'll show you, we'll come out, I'll do a second part to this video showing, probably do that when I record the next video for the US belt. I'll show you what it comes out like after we fix the plating. But man, if you compare these two guys, ORM is beautiful. Can't beat the price on it, okay? Whatever you pay them, it's worth it. Now, if it's as much as this, then no. I would go with this in a heartbeat. Even, man, look at that. Even the curve on it, it is just magnificent. I am looking forward to working on this. I'd like to thank the owner, who I advised I would be doing a before and after. I'd like to thank you for letting me use it. And I'm going to take care of your baby. Don't worry about it. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave your comments below. Please share, like, subscribe. And thank you for watching. Don't make fun of my hair and my face. It's not fun. It's not funny. I'm just kidding. You guys have a good day. Thank you for watching. And like I always say, be good to each other, because each other is all we got. Have a good one.